Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Roy LaCroix, and welcome to Pioneer DJ's Out of Office series, where we showcase some of the hottest DJs on some of the hottest new gear. Today, we've got a special guest named DJ Sprite. He's a Chicago and LA DJ producer known for his skills on the turntables. You may have seen him spin on global stages or heard his weekly mixes on Sirius XM radio. He'll be rocking the Flex 10 with Serato DJ Pro. So kick back and relax as we go out of office with DJ Sprite.
DJ Sprite, aight?
Good night, hold up. Don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, mo. Cause when you a boss, you could do what you want. About to catch another flight. The apple bottom make him wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night, hold up. Don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, mo. Cause when you a boss, you could do what you want. Niggas get money all around the world. Cause round the world, cause round the world. Niggas get money all around the world. Cause round the world, cause round the world. Girls is players too. a secret admirer. I've been watching you. I think of you. I want to be your lady. If your game is on, give me a call, boo. If your love is strong, all to you. At night, I think of you. I want to be your lady. If your game is on, give me a call, boo. If your love is strong, all to you.
Misery loves me. just to do her hair now, because she cares, y'all. Her hair wouldn't be right without her makeup. She's never had a makeup. She's just like you and me, but she's homeless. She's homeless. As she stands there singing for money, la da dee, la do da, la da dee, la do da.
pussy, yeah. Chopping ball, making play.
In the middle of the party, get off me. Goddamn. In the cut, I'm rolling up my broccoli. Goddamn. Yeah, I know your baby mama fond of me. Goddamn. All she wanna do is smoke that broccoli. Goddamn. Whispered in my ear, she tryna leave with me. Goddamn. Say that I can get that easily. Goddamn. Say that I can hit that so greasily. Goddamn. I'm a dirty dog, I did it sleazily. Ain't no telling what I'm feeling. Hey, beyond. Hey, hey. Said I'm beyond. All that. Hey. DJ Sprite, aight?
Yo, DJ Sprite.
What is up?
Dude, thank you for throwing down, man. Thank you for that lesson there. That
Thank
was
you.
fresh.
Thank you for having me. This is great. I had so much fun with the Flex 10.
Of course, yeah. No, I hope all the viewers, I'm sure they really enjoyed your set. You were playing some funky house there, man. You were really kind of digging into the Flex 10, and I definitely want to touch on some of the features that you were using on the Flex 10. But before the hard hitters, I really want to learn a little bit more about you.
Of course, yeah.
I want to learn a little bit more about, how you got started DJing
Sure.
and all that fun stuff.
Well, I mean, as far back as I can remember, I've always loved music. I remember like staying up at night in Chicago, listening to the local radio station, B96, and they had this stream mix on every night with the mix masters. And I would just listen to them like, oh, how are they blending these songs together so seamlessly? This is amazing. How do I do that? But I think the real transition for me into DJing was when I hurt my neck, which I'll give you a little context. So I started off as actually a dancer, a b-boy break dancer. It's how I got my name. They used to call me Kid Sprite because at the time I looked like the mascot from the soft drink company, which is a stick figure with big hair. So imagine me with just more hair.
Oh,
so, but yeah, I hate the name that. I hate it now, but I'm going to roll with it at this point.
that's how it goes, man. I mean, sometimes the nicknames are bestowed upon you and you have no choice.
So I hurt my neck. I would go to all these competitions and I'd be super bummed out because I couldn't dance anymore.
Yeah.
But I noticed the common theme was like the music. There was always a DJ, and there was actually DJ competitions at these b-boy events. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to save my lunch money, get some music equipment, and I'm going to enter those battles. And so that's kind of how it started, like officially for me as a DJ.
Interesting. Okay. And so then you went on to winning a pretty big DJ competition. Am I right?
I had a bunch of titles like between like 99 and 2001, but my biggest was the 2001 ITF World Scratch Champion. So that was kind of like my pinnacle. And then I just went into mixed DJ.
Nice, man. Well, that's pretty cool stuff. Yeah. So it definitely I was seeing you were scratching, you were doing some tricks and whatnot here.
Yep.
So transitioning from being a turntable DJ to controller, what's that feel like?
Well, now most of the stuff I do is nightclubs, festivals, which is always kind of like the flagship, like 3000s, 900, A9. And I didn't know I was going to transfer to this controller, but actually this was seamless. This thing felt just like I was in the club. It was amazing how easy it was and how fast I knew my way around this without ever even touching a controller, because I haven't used many controllers before I've touched the Flex 10.
Nice.
So yeah, no,
Nice. So it was pretty natural then. You felt like everything kind of made sense.
super natural. Yeah, it was really easy to get around. I like plugged it in and just kind of installed the drivers and let's go.
So what are some of your favorite features then on the Flex 10 as, you were preparing your routine and putting the set together? What are some things that really stick out to you that you feel that other people should know about?
Well, the biggest thing is stems. Stems. This was my first time messing with stems when I touched the Flex 10. So I'm kind of if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of guy. So I never upgrade my Serato, my operating system. So I had to upgrade everything just to use the Flex 10 and stems. But when I finally upgraded and I finally started playing with it, I think I yelled yes a lot. It scared my cat because it was so awesome. Like the stems feature, there hasn't been a feature like this in so long that I've been excited about on DJ software, where it just opens up this whole creative space. I'm in the club all the time, every weekend. A lot of times you fall into especially with the open format, where you have the same 200 tracks, just going through the motions, playing the songs. But when I started messing with stems, I was like, all the creative ways, like, wow, I can just acapella in this. I can drop the melody. I can drop the bass. I can take the drums or put the drums from this track on this track. And it just opened up this whole creative thing that really blew my mind. And I sat and played with it the first time I wired this up for like 4 hours, just practicing mixing, which I never do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the stems thing was incredible. And then side note about this one, I love how this has a separated drums, vocal, instrumental, like for the stems, like drop the drums, vocals, instrumental. Because I know a lot of other controllers will have the pads and it's like unlabeled, but you're DJing, you have a couple beers, and you're like, it's great that it says drums, vocal.
It's a nice reminder.
Yeah, it's great. Like I know, if I knock that out, vocals going out.
Yep.
And then also this, which is a whole different sauce right here, the effects where I can kind of just, do the vocals and just affect the vocals only.
Right.
So in the set, I was doing a whole bunch where I would do, the vocals and, do like space and echo at the same time, just messing with the vocals. So the bass, the melody, the drums were all just clean going and just messing around with the vocals.
So what's really, really interesting, and you touched on this super cool feature actually on the effects part select, is it takes the feature that we have on the 900 Nexus 2 and the A9, which is going to be your multi-band effects selector of low, mid, and high. It takes that to the next level. So in a way, it's actually like super, super deep, where you can literally just run an echo effect on the vocal, just run it on the drums, or just run it on the melody and bass. And I feel like a lot of times during build-ups, maybe you don't want to have any of the drums echoing. You just want to have the vocal echoing, for example. So that's a really nice way of utilizing the stems feature within Serato and Rekordbox. I think definitely saw that happen on the show. On
the couple of the mixes, I love doing this where I would put the filter on, and I would just, have the bass, the instrumental is the bass and melody.
Right.
And then I would just filter that back in. So I'd have like raw drums playing, I'd have the vocal on this one playing, and I could just filter in the bass and the melody back. It's such a game changer for especially long mixing electronic music and stuff. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's super nice. And I'm glad that we were able to kind of re-inspire you a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's exciting.
It's great.
So as you were kind of preparing your, routine for tonight, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your SiriusXM routines and kind of how you program those. So maybe walk the viewers through a little bit on how you put a set together, whether that's for this or for Sirius or anything like that. What's your kind of strategy? Well,
for Sirius, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I have a show on there called Stay Radio, and it's got a very specific sound. It's kind of like dance, house, but with familiar vocals. So I'll go, people will send me music. I go through the record pools and agencies, and I kind of just blindly go through the tracks. Whatever resonates with me, I'll pull 20 tracks aside, and those will be my 20 for the week when I do like my Sirius shows.
Right.
That's how I'll pick those. For something like this, I just kind of, when I was putting this together, I put a bunch of tracks in here that I kind of was vibing, that was kind of into, and then I just separated them with stems and just kind of had fun with it. And whenever
Yeah.
it worked, I just kind of like, I'm going to put them in this order now. And this works great with this. And I like the broccoli vocal with the drums to let the music play. And
Yeah.
I just kind of vibed out. I just made a bunch of mistakes. And so I was like, oh, this sounds great. We'll roll with this.
Well, and I'm looking at your laptop here.
Yeah.
I see a lot of mixed in key too. So is that something that you like to do a lot of?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. That drives me crazy when I hear like off key.
Oh, same.
So I'm very conscious about, like, if you look, when you watch the playback, you know, when you see the screen, you could see like how it's, you know, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
kind of in key. So they all kind of work together. So
Yeah.
it's a very conscious decision.
No, it's very smart. It's a very smart way to DJ.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
mixing in key
Yeah.
using the Camelot or alphanumeric system.
Yeah.
It's great. So cool. No, we touched on a little bit of the stems, a little bit of the preparation and whatnot. What about like in terms of like flow and energy? I'm curious. Like when you do these radio shows, are you kind of trying to speed up, or are you trying to slow down, or how does that kind of ebb and flow? How does that work for you?
Kind of, well, yeah, I'll group the tracks because, I mean, I'll have like, some will be like tech house, some will be vocal house, some will be big room house or electro. So I tend to group them together. I like to start off a little stronger, either with a familiar vocal that's remixed that someone knows, or just a little bit higher energy.
Cool.
And then I kind of go up and down. Then I usually like to end on like funky stuff like I was playing today, because that's
Yeah.
just personally what I like to play. You know, when I can. Usually I can in the club. But,
Right.
you know, for something like this is great. So, but yeah, no, that's usually how I put them together.
No, that's great. That's good intel. All right. How about any like secret weapon tracks for the audience out there? Any of your favorite tracks that always go off whenever you play them live or on the show?
So this was tough to think about, because there's actually a lot now, because music is kind of coming full circle.
Right.
There's so many like re-syncs, and so much music is coming back. So a lot of the younger crowd is more familiar with these older tracks. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of really big tracks. But I was playing in Houston, Texas a couple weeks ago, and my partner, my group mate Monster, was like, yo, have you played, was it Cascada? What was it? Asian? Every Time We Touch.
Oh my gosh, I love that track.
I was like, I haven't played that since it probably came out in the mid 2000s. He's like, dude, play it. And, you know, obviously you have to have the right crowd to drop this.
Yeah.
But I played it, and after like a verse, I could have just, you know, turned the vocals off
Everyone
with
was singing
stems.
along. Yeah.
And they would have just sang the rest of the
Or
track.
what about Evacuate the Dance Floor?
I'd want,
by Cascada?
I'm going to try
That's a
that one
good
now,
one,
because I
too.
played that and I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, man.
This is like Taylor Swift or something.
Right. Well, dude, I think it kind of was,
Yeah.
especially for like my generation growing up, like
Yeah.
listening to that stuff in like middle school or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just, everyone was so ecstatic about it.
Yeah.
Well, and music's so cyclical, you know? So,
Oh, absolutely.
the 80s came back, the 90s are coming back, the 2000s are also coming back.
Come back now, big, yeah.
Yeah. But, and it's really not even that long ago, if you think about it. I think
No.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Cool. So in terms of like your DJ career, what else do you have going on? So you're DJing on the weekends. You're traveling the world, right?
Yep.
What other kind of creative stuff have you been doing? You're dabbling in music production and trailers, right? So
Yeah. So I've been doing music production. I've done that for a long time, but I also do like editing. So
Yeah.
I'm editing for like movie trailers, commercials, promos, and all that. But I also, because I'm also in that world, a lot of my production, I'm able to like shop to them and sell my production to those.
nice.
You know, it's just a great, separate outlet where I can use my skills from DJing and production to kind of, move it into this other world, this TV film world.
Sure. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe give us a few tips, that for people who are trying to kind of get into either music production or into sync or into trailer houses and stuff like that. Like give a few like pro tips for people kind of getting started.
I mean, music production, it's just do it. Just do it as much as you can. And I mean, I started with like remixing, and, I was able to, the luxury I had was because I was also DJing. I could like make the beat. I would only make like a verse and a drop and then put a familiar vocal on it to go try it out in the club. Like, oh, this didn't work.
Yep.
Back to the drawing board. But no, that was good. Just making stuff, remixes. And if you have that, if you have the outlet, go try them in front of a crowd, see how they work. And
Right.
That's just a great way to go. As far as like sync and stuff like that, I mean, it's not as hard as you think. I think a lot of people just don't think about it. They have, there's all these stock music libraries. There's a lot of them. And they just service, these production companies can go to them and, get music on a blanket license or a one-time use. But these companies are always looking for new producers. So if you have a bunch of music, even especially if it sounds similar, you can like put together 10 tracks that kind of sound like one genre. You can usually shop it to them and they'll pick it up as an album, because what they'll do is they'll put it on the site and you'll get paid once stuff gets placed.
Right.
So it's like almost like a consignment thing. But I mean, it's not that difficult. You can probably just approach them. hit them up with an email, and you'll probably get a response back, especially if your stuff is decent.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so you got kind of like two options. One would be kind of like eBay. You know, like you toss it up and
Yeah.
just have buy it now. If anyone decides to buy it, then they can buy it. Or, you know, you actually are doing the hard work of the cold calling, the cold emails.
Yeah. Well, it's way more if you're talking about like specifically, like I want to make the song for this movie trailer. That's a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
You got to kind of be in that world and have those connections already.
Right.
It's like, but the great way to start is just with those blanket music houses, and it really isn't that difficult, especially if you got some production chops.
Nice.
You know, and you get in with them, and if they like you, they'll just start feeding you. Like, hey, we need Christmas trap songs. Give me 12. You know, because Christmas. So yeah, about 6 months out, they'll be like, we need Halloween tracks. We need Christmas tracks. You know, can you make an album with Christmas tracks? Like, sure. I made a whole Christmas EDM album like not too long ago.
Who did that recently? A few years ago, that was I think Mad Decent. They would crank out like the Christmas jams, like volume 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it was.
You'd be surprised at a lot of these companies. They want like these edgy commercials. They want jingle bells or some open public domain song,
right.
but they want it cool, like
Yeah.
to sell their products. So like, give me a twerk version of that or a trap version of that. So it's not that hard. You just go, just replay the melody and just throw some drums on it.
Yeah, eventually you're gonna start hearing a Cascada inspired
There you go.
Christmas music.
There you
You
go.
know, I hope.
I think
calling
I
it
had a
now.
couple that
Calling it now.
were similar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool, man. So, is there anything else that you kind of want to shout out? Anything you got coming up on the agenda?
I mean, check me out on Friday, SiriusXM channel 13. I do a show called Stay Radio. If you like house music, dance music, it's fun. We also put the replays online. But otherwise, hit me up, on my Instagram at DJ SPRYTE. I put all my shows, upcoming remixes, whatever is all there. Hit me up. Come check out the show. It's a good time.
Nice. Oh, last thing I want to mention too. We talked about this a little bit. You have a side project. I want to tell us a little bit more about your side project. You got a whole masked thing going on, which I think is super cool.
So a while ago, we made this group called Made Monster. And it's funny because we would just do it without masks.
Yeah. And that's Made Monster, MADE.
Made Monster, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we were getting a little old, and we're like, they were putting out all these like younger EDM guys. So like, screw, we're gonna put on masks and we can be whatever age we want.
Yeah.
So we did that, but yeah, it kind of evolved into Comic-Con anime shows, and it's got really weird but really cool.
Right.
So we do all these shows now, and it's like it's everybody in the crowd is like in Pikachu costumes and One Piece and Demon Slayer costumes. But it's such a good time. And we do little skits, and it's just a gimmicky, fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Run around and grimace shake and kill each other,
I love that.
but it's a good time.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those grimace shakes, man.
Yeah.
They will get you.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yo, thanks so much for spending your evening with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks a lot for throwing down and helping us, talk a little bit about the DJ Flex 10 and everything. So, dude, thanks again. And until next
Thank
time.
you. It's a great piece of gear. Check it out.
Peace.